I was going to make an American dish, macaroni salad ricotta, but I don't have any mustard, so it's going to be Russian potato salad. So what I'm going to do right now is scrub the red potatoes and then stick them in here and get ready to boil them. I'm going to be boiling them with their skins on because the potatoes have a better flavor if you boil them with their skins on. So what I'm going to be doing is just kind of scrub them. So I'm going to be doing this to all potatoes, and then I'm going to stick them in my saucepan over here. Okay, I covered it with approximately 2 inches of water. We're going to bring it to a boil. I've washed and scrubbed them. Yeah, you want to cook the potatoes with the skins on, but that way the potatoes will have a better flavor. That's the purpose for doing that. Now while that's cooking, let's go ahead and make the hard-boiled eggs. It says 2 to 3. I happen to love eggs, so I'm going to put in 3. I have a special way that I do it, so I'll go ahead and read the directions as is when I post the recipe. I usually just put the eggs in a pan like this. Put in some cold water. And put in cold water. Okay. And then I just I usually put it on kind of like medium-high heat. Let's put a little bit more water in there. Okay. I usually put it on medium-high heat, and I wait till it starts bubbling the water. And when when it begins to boil, I put a cover over the pan, and I turn off the heat, and just let it sit there for 10 minutes. And then it's usually done. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I cannot have a potato salad without eggs. I like to make one very similar to one. It's a variation of one that my mother made. This one's kind of like a kosher Russian potato salad, which is my favorite. So yeah. So let me go ahead and get the other ingredients together. Okay, while the potatoes and the eggs are cooking, let's prepare the other ingredients for my Russian kosher potato salad. I'm on a root canal diet, so I'm making all this mushy food here. The carrots need to be 2 to 3 medium carrots peeled, trimmed, and diced into 1/4 inch pieces. So, let's work on that. And I'm also keeping an eye on my potatoes and eggs over there cooking. And yeah, I got a peeler from 1980 here, from the 1980s, from my mother, who went on in October. But I still have a lot of stuff from her here where I live. She was a great cook, by the way. And I'm not going to be following the recipe I got online 100%. It's going to be my own, so I will give you the modified version. My mother told me a secret to a great potato salad is you use kosher dills, and you put in a little bit of pickle juice. So I'm going to be doing that. So I will go ahead when I would call this Gail's Russian kosher dills. Yeah. Okay. So basically, my mother didn't make it Russian style. She made more the American style. But so I'm going to be kind of like combining different techniques here. Now we want it into 1/4 inch pieces. Okay, which is fine because I need a soft diet, so 1/4 inch. Let's go this way. Little teeny weeny, yeah, like that. That's good. So basically, oops. So basically, I'm going to be cutting it like this. And then I also had a Ukrainian friend who gave me ideas too. So this isn't my first time making Russian potato salad. kind of like that. You see that? So I'm going to cut them all like that and then throw them back in there. I already got the frozen peas ready. I'm thawing them out. I'm not going to be cooking these because once they're thawed out, they'll be perfect. They're kind of like already cooked anyway because these are frozen. So I'm going to be doing this to all of the potatoes. You can see what I'm doing here. And then when I'm done, I'll show you the next step. I transferred the peas to a different container because they're keeping each other cold in that cup. And I want them thawed out when I get to the stage where I throw them in. So let's kind of separate them here. Yeah, they don't need to be cooked because they're frozen. They're already pre-cooked. But I do want them thawed out when the time comes for me to throw them into the salad. So let's kind of like get that going here. Yeah. Okay. This is better. Okay. The water came to a boil with the eggs. So I turned the heat off and I covered it for 10 minutes. The water came to a boil with the potatoes. I also covered it because I want them to be, I want the water to stay over the potatoes. So, and I lowered the heat. So they're going to simmer with the cover on for about 20 to 40 minutes. Yeah, right there. So you can see. Yep. So let's get back to cutting the carrots. Actually, the way I'm doing it is taking too long, so let me show you what I plan on doing. Besides that, I want it mushy because I'm on a root canal diet, so I'm going to go like this. Like this. Just get them into small pieces, right? And some of them are a little big and they're going to be in the world going like this. About approximately 1/4 inch size. This will be a little faster. Yeah. The way I was doing it before was way too slow. Way too slow. This will work. So I'm going to be doing that, getting them into a nice small size. Yeah. That'll work. It's a little faster. That's good enough. That's good enough. So let me continue working on the carrots. I'm going to put the mayonnaise back in the refrigerator because I opened it and I just want to make sure I don't take any risk of a spoilage. The other ingredients can stay out. Okay, what I do is just stick a fork. I still think it's too soon. I'm pretty sure they're not done yet, but these are kind of small potatoes, so let's just double check. Looks like they may be done. They're a little bit more cooking. They're almost, within 10 minutes they'll be done. Okay, let's let the eggs sit there a little bit longer, and then once I let the eggs sit for about 10 minutes, then I take all the hot water out of the little pot and replace it with cold water, and that creates a kind of like a pop inside the shell. It doesn't always work to help me to take the shells off easier. Let's get back now to cutting the dill pickles. Okay, for this step, I'm going to make sure to leave the pickle juice in the jar. My mother said, always throw in some pickle juice from kosher dills into potato salad. So I always leave the pickle juice in the jar. Now it said 4 dills. These are baby dills, so I'm going to use a little bit more. Let me see. See what I mean? So we'll get about the equivalent of 4 regular dill pickles. These are baby dills. You're going to need more than that. Let's see. 1, 2, probably another 1. That's about equivalent of 1 dill pickle. 2, 3, you need some more. You say, why did you get 6 little ones? I don't have a lot of space in my place, so I buy small jars. 1, 2, 3. Let's put another one in there. There we go. This will have a nice flavor now. We'll go ahead and chop these all up. We're going to... Okay. And, yeah. Let's go ahead and do that now. They need to be... finely chopped, which is fine with me because I'm on a special diet. So. Yeah, I'm on a soft foods diet. Got a temporary crown in there on top of my root canal. So, okay, finely chopped. And I'm going to put them in here. So let's go ahead and work on that. I'll basically be doing the same thing with these like I did with the carrots, you know. And, whoops. I think I'm going to throw these over here for right now. Give myself some space on this chopping board. Okay, just going to take those out. Kind of going like this. Make myself some space here. Basically, I'm kind of like making my own relish. You see that? Yeah. I definitely want them finely chopped because, like I said, I'm on a soft foods diet. So here we go. Okay, I'm going to go get me a container to put these in. So I'll be doing these to the rest of the pickles there while the potatoes, and you know what, I think it's time for me now to drain the hot water out of the eggs and put in some cold water. So let me do that and then I'll get back to chopping the rest of the pickles. Okay, the cooked eggs are sitting in some cold water, and in about 10 minutes I'll be ready to peel them. In the meanwhile, I got another container and I will continue, yeah, hold on. I may want to check the potatoes. You do not want to overcook potatoes for potato salad because then they get to be too mushy, you know. On the other hand, with my soft food diet, mushy might be good, so maybe I'll ruin the recipe just to, oh, they definitely look done. Let me check. Yep. You know what? I'm going to cook them a little bit longer. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. The potatoes that are done, I'm going to take them out right now with a slotted spoon and put them in the colander. And then the potatoes that need to be cooked, I'll just leave them in there. I'm a perfectionist here. Haha. Let me get my slotted spoon and my colander out. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Those little ones, you know, they're not all the same size, so the little ones, let me just kind of feel them. I'm going to do, put the colander right over here. See that? See what I'm doing? Let's just see which ones are done. Nope. This one's done. That's going right there. This one's done. But you just don't want to overcook potatoes, you know, for potato salad. It ruins them. Actually, this one's done. This one is done. These are a little bit bigger. I'm going to let them cook a little bit longer. Okay? So I will be back. Okay, get back to this. I've got some more. I'm going to store that right in there. I've got them in the containers they need so that I can throw them in at the appropriate steps and just so that the cooking, so that the process will go smooth. Like I need to keep the carrots separate from the frozen peas because I am going to be cooking these, okay? I do not want to cook the frozen peas because they're already frozen. They're already cooked. They'll get really mushy if I do that. I mean, even though I am on a soft foods diet, I do want this to be nice, right? So let's go ahead and finish chopping up the rest of the pickles. Okay, I'm going to interrupt my pickle chopping to go check up on the potatoes. Yeah, I bet they're done. Like I said, you don't want to overcook potatoes for potato salad, because then your potato salad is going to be very mushy. Unless you want mashed potato salad. Okay, let's check this out. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to let it cook a little bit longer. Okay. And let it cook a little bit longer, and then I'm going to take it out so I can finish chopping up the pickles. Okay, I washed the cutting board because I know I'm going to be cutting up eggs on it, and I bet they're done now. Let's check. In fact, they might be overdone. Yeah, they look done. Yep, definitely done. Throw it over here. That's done. Yeah, it's done. Now, what I'm going to do, this is kind of tricky here. I'm going to rinse them off in cold water and put them in a container in the refrigerator just to cool them off just enough so I can take the skins off, okay? Okay. So let's go ahead and run some cold water over this. Okay, let's go ahead and stick this in the refrigerator, and then I'm going to work on the eggs. I'm kind of doing it out of order. We're supposed to like do the eggs later, but I'm going to do them now. Alright. Yeah. So, I'm going to peel them and chop them into a 1/4 inch dice. Rarely goes smoothly for me, simply because, I don't know why, but eggs don't seem to like me. Let's try it. I found the trick is when you peel it, make sure you get off the inner skin inside the shell. So far it's going well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take all the eggshell off, and then we will go to the next step. Oh, I don't even think you can see me. Here. There we go. Yeah, we're taking off the eggshell here. Oh, that's going really good here. So here's the other one. Yep. I find generally if I use this method, it works pretty good. Simmer the eggs, put them in cold water, bring the heat to a simmer. When the water just begins to boil, turn the heat off, put the cover on, and then let it sit there for 10 minutes. Then after that, after 10 minutes, rinse the eggs under cold water. A little bit of problem there, but that's okay. I gotta tell you, this never goes 100% smooth for me. And then take the shell off. It's going pretty good though. Yeah, The rinsing it with the cold water puts a little pocket in there, so it makes it easier to take the shell off. Okay, this actually did pretty good there. All right. All right. Now, let's go ahead and chop that into a 1/4 inch dice. Oh, yes, my knife's over here. Yes, 1/4 inch dice. Goodness. All right. And then I'll put it back in here. So, yeah. It's about a 1/4 inch dice here. That, you see, do the same thing with this. I have to have eggs in potato salad. I considered various potato salad recipes, and my favorite is the Russian kosher version. I just love it. I'm not sure I'm making it completely Russian, but it's close enough because I had a Ukrainian friend who taught me how to make one that was very close to this. So she called it Ukrainian potato salad, and it was very similar to this, and I loved it. It was really good. Okay, let me just go ahead and do that with the eggs, and then we'll be in business. Okay, that's what it looks like. There's my peas. They're getting pretty thawed out. You can see the kosher dills. And now I need to cook the carrots. So let's go ahead and get them a little softened here. I actually think I can use the pan that I cooked the eggs in. Let me just make sure all the shells are out. Hold on. Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and put them in here. You want them covered by about 1 inch of water. Okay. It should be cold water, but yeah, this is okay. It's because you don't want to overcook them. But the water cooled off quite a bit by the time I get to this stage, okay? So, and I'm going to bring this over to the stove. Okay, I just turned the heat on, and I'm going to cook them just to get them soft. Bring to a boil. So I'm going to bring it to a boil. I'm not going to add, if you have fresh peas, you would throw them in next, but because I'm using frozen, we're not going to cook them. We're just going to add them to the salad with the eggs. And once it boils, then I'm going to lower the heat and simmer until the carrots are tender, about 6 to 8 minutes. So I'll turn this back on when the water comes to a boil. I actually moved them to a different location so I could get some dishes washed. Okay, let's go ahead and lower the heat to a simmer. So I lowered the heat there. And, oops. And we'll let it simmer. Let me lower the heat a little bit more. And we're going to let it simmer until the carrots get soft. Okay, I took the carrots from the refrigerator. They're still a little bit warm. I actually like my potatoes to be a little bit warm when I'm assembling the potato salad because I notice that they absorb flavors better that way. So I don't like leaving them in the refrigerator too long. Just enough so that they're not too hot to handle. Okay, let's go ahead and take the skins off. But I don't like them too totally cold either, because slightly warm potatoes absorb flavors better. Let me see if I have this. Okay, yeah, here we go. Okay, so let me just go ahead and take the skin off, and then a 1/4-inch dice, yeah. So we'll just go ahead and take the skin off. Okay. And then a 1/4-inch dice. I would like to point out that because of the way that I cook the potatoes, the skin's coming off very nicely. See that? I didn't overcook them. And yeah, so the skin's coming off really nicely, like that. You see? Alright. If I leave a little skin on, it's not the end of the world. I actually like potato skin, so. But it's coming off real nice. It looks like I cooked them just the right amount. You don't want to overcook your potatoes for potato salad. So let me continue to take the skin off. Okay. I think they're done. You don't want to overcook them either. Let me check. You know what? I'm going to let them stay in there a little bit longer. Yeah, I have time to dice the potatoes. I'm going to let them stay in there a little bit longer. Okay, the potatoes all have their skin off. You can see that right there. Let's go. If I leave a little bit of skin on, it won't be the end of the world. 1/4-inch dice. Let's go like, oops. Okay. I'm debating. Should I put the potato salad in there or in another container? You know what? I think I'm going to have it all in here. Yeah, so let me go get something to put the potatoes in. Hold on. They're actually pretty cool right now, so they'll do fine in this plastic thing. So let's do about a 1/4-inch dice. I actually think I would like them a little bit warmer, but this is okay. This is okay, yeah. So basically about this size right here. And let's do it for all the potatoes. That's good enough for me, but I'm not done. But I think those carrots need to be pulled out. So let me, let's go ahead and check them now. Yeah, I need to check them. You don't want them to be too mushy, you know. Yeah, that's good. Alright, I'm going to drain them and then run cold water over them. Okay, while the carrots are sitting in the sink, they're in a colander. Let's finish chopping up the potatoes. Yeah, so, yeah, you want to use red potatoes or Yukon Gold, I believe. You do not want to use russets for potato salad because russets are too starchy and they don't have the consistency that you want. So let me finish with this. Okay, I put the carrots in here. Let's go ahead and throw in the peas next. Okay. Now, all right. Take the potatoes from the refrigerator. Okay, I've already done that. Add the potatoes to the bowl with the carrots and the peas. So they're going in next. I hope this bowl's big enough. Yep, I think it will be. Just barely. Okay, with the carrots and the peas. Okay. The eggs. I think maybe I need a bigger bowl. Well, I'm certainly going to have lots of delicious food for the next couple days. Okay. The chopped pickles and mix well. I think I should have got a bigger bowl. I can remedy this problem, you know. Oh my goodness. Let me clean my fingers off. Solve that problem. Now we need to mix them all together. Yeah, that bowl's too small. I'm going to make a mess. So let's just mix them all together. This looks like it's going to be good. Yeah, definitely needed a bigger bowl. One of the reasons I chose this recipe is because I'm trying not to gain too much weight. And this one doesn't use as much mayonnaise because it has so many vegetables in it. And I also plan on throw in some pickle juice to substitute for mayonnaise too. So, okay, let's mix it together well. I happen to love dishes that have a lot of like a salady feel to them, you know, and not a lot with foods that are close to nature. Okay, that's pretty good right there. All right, now let's get a measuring spoon out here. Okay, add the mayonnaise, salt, pepper, and sugar to the bowl. Let's go ahead and put the sugar in first because it's, let me see, how much sugar do they say? A pinch of sugar. I'm actually using this because I'm on a bit of a diet. A pinch of sugar. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, now mayonnaise. They say 5 tablespoons, which I like. So I'm just kind of going to guesstimate here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You say it looks like you're doing more than, and this is good. Okay, 5 tablespoons. Throw in a little bit of pickle juice. You gotta do this. There we go. Some pickle juice and some pepper. And maybe a tiny bit of salt. Let me see. We'll taste it. Okay, let's go ahead and mix it together. See, when you throw in the pickle juice, you don't have to use as much mayonnaise. So I like that. Oh, this looks nice. Perfect. Make sure my camera's on here. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah. There we go. See that? This looks like it's going to be very good. I think I have just the right amount of mayonnaise too. Most potato salads use far more mayonnaise than I like. Let me get a little bit more light in here. Yep. Oh. Okay. So you can see what it looks like here. Looks good, eh? Let me go ahead and try it, and I'll let you know what it is like. Okay, I didn't put a lot of salt in it, so I may have to adjust it for salt. But let's try it. That was really good. If the people want to add more salt to it, they can. It's actually pretty good the way it is. It's quite good. Maybe a tad of salt. Yep. It was good. I will post it.